Hey everybody, it's Haley. I told my friend Darion that I would come on here and rant about my day from yesterday when I got home. But I was so tired when I got home that I just passed out. And sorry about that, Dee. I'm gonna do that right now. She thinks you guys will think it's a little funny. Well, I have a boyfriend that I love, but he likes to play little pranks. Pranks, to say at the least. He called me the night before last and was like, "Babe, we need to talk." And everybody knows those words don't lead to good things. Either he was going to tell me something, or he was going to break up with me, or we were going to fight. Something bad was going to happen. And I couldn't go see him until after school. So all day during school I was sick to my stomach. And my classmates are assholes, so they're like, he's gonna break up with you, and they're giving me a guilt trip and telling me a bunch of horrible things, and oh, you'll be lucky if you even lost past today. Oh, we're gonna meet single Haley tomorrow. Oh, it's just, they're horrible people, but I love them. I love them to death. Gotta love them. Well, I got out of school at 5. I haven't eaten anything all day, so now my stomach hurts. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. And I have the worst headache ever. Every time I even moved my head would start to hurt. It was just horrible. And then I didn't even get to see him until 7:30. So those 2.5 hours were dreaded. Because I was just oh my god, I just want to find out what he needs to talk about. And it was horrible. And the closer and closer I got to seeing him, the more I felt like I was gonna throw up. So then finally I go and I'm talking to him, and he's like, "Hey, how are you?" And I'm like, "I'm good. What do we need to talk about?" And he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And I'm like, "You called me last night and said we need to talk." And he's like, "Did I?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you did." And he's like, "I don't think I did. I think you're mistaken." And at this point, I'm like, "You dick. You seriously freaked me out all day, and now you're still joking? Not business at all." Well, then me and him, we talked, hung out. It was cool. Had a good ass time. Love you. That's to my boyfriend, because I love him, even though he's a dick sometimes and likes to freak me out. And so after I go see him, my friend Darion is texting me, telling me she needs to go to the hospital. So I go to the hospital with her. And we all know how hospitals are. They suck ass. Make you wait for days. So we're sitting at the hospital, and thank God there's a Taco Bell down the street, because I was fucking starving. So we get her past triage too, and they're like, "Well, the longest person that's been waiting, and that's at the top of the list, has been here for 7.5 hours. And we're like, "What the fuck? 7 hours? Just to get seen for some bullshit? No. This is not the business." Whatever. We decide that it's gonna take forever anyway, so we just walk down to Taco Bell real quick and buy me some food. And then I'm at Taco Bell, and I'm waiting and waiting for like 20 minutes. I'm like, this is just, I guess, the day I have to wait for everything. And hold on, my freaking computer froze. Nobody ever said I bought the best computer. It just acts weird sometimes if I'm not constantly moving. Anyway, so then we get back to the hospital, and she decides all of a sudden that she just wanted to go home and go to the doctor tomorrow. And I'm like, fuck, this is lovely. So we call her boyfriend to come get us, but he's too tired and lazy. So the neighbor comes and gets us, and we're waiting for her for like half an hour. And she just thinks it's funny that all day yesterday I was waiting and waiting and waiting for just something with no payoff. Like, at all. Well, I got to see my boyfriend. That's a payoff. But other than that, no payoff. Although I'm glad I did go to the hospital, because there was this little boy who got his finger cut, and because I'm going to school for therapeutic health at Kaplan College, they taught me a lot of things, like a lot. So I just told those parents what to do so they wouldn't have to wait at the hospital for like 8 hours just to fucking get a stitch. Because, yeah, it was deep, but not too deep. Like, they could just put a butterfly stitch on it. So I just told them, go to Walgreens, buy some Neosporin, put some Neosporin on it, then put a butterfly stitch on it, and he'll be fine. It's going to leave a scar, but he'll be fine. So thank God I learned something at my school. Well, I've learned a lot. But I didn't think it would come in that handy to where I can, like, help some people out before I even graduate. So, I don't know. That was my day. I'm gonna stop ranting now, and hopefully today goes better. So, yeah. There you go, Darion. Let's hope they think it's as funny as you do.